Snorfs and Snorfers, it's time for a chat. China? Girl. So, I have not been posting for a little over a week now, and it's been a little tricky because I am chronically ill. I have a caregiver 28 hours a week. We have lots of different appointments. I've had 2 MRIs this month. I think I have one more scheduled. One was for my brain, one was to check on my Crohn's disease and check on my intestines. I'm in physical and occupational therapy again, which is taking a while, and having a lot of problems. So I'm trying to make content, and I'm still making a lot of content. It's just like editing it all down and posting it is kind of tricky. But I want to tell you where I've been because I've done a lot of very interesting things this past week and a half or so. Whenever we went up to Hershey, we went to, oh, I keep getting the name wrong, but I think it's Outdoor World. I'm gonna put it above me somewhere, but it is insane. You have got to see these fish. Look on screen, Snorfs and Snorfers. I'm gonna post some shorts about these fish at some point. But I've got more important things that I need to post about. That is kind of why I'm making this. I've got so many videos on the backlog, but I need to talk about what's important. So these fish are coming up at some point. Really cool, to be honest. I saw so many neat things. I was even in a fish elevator. Snorfs and Snorfers, I'm in a fish elevator. Although, now that I'm filming, they all got out of the way. But more importantly, my sister and I went to Voltage Wrestling. Not only have I been getting to meet all of the wrestlers, finally got to meet the promoter, got to meet the announcers, got to talk to Luke McCarron some more. I feel like I am at home when I'm at Voltage Wrestling. And it seems like we might be able to do some stuff together in the future. I am actually nearly complete with this trading card game that I've been telling them all about for a couple months now. So I think it's time that I get in touch with them again through email and, you know, go from there. You're seeing some highlights above me of the show that we went to. It was great. My sister doesn't like wrestling, but she enjoyed herself. I knew that she would. It doesn't matter if you like wrestling or not, Snorfs and Snorfers. You never know what it actually is. You only know it from, you know, what you've heard about or maybe some little clips here and there. But wrestling is a variety show, and that's why it's so important to go out and experience it for yourself. After that incredible show at Voltage, where I made these signs and got to meet everyone and have a good time, like I was saying, the very next day, I usually don't do events back to back. Even doing one event is troublesome for me, but like I said, it makes me feel alive even though it hurts and I'm still recovering my voice. I was screaming my heart out for 2 days because the very next day my brother and I went to West Virginia, the greatest place on earth. That is not an exaggeration. I love West Virginia. We went to go see Wonderment Puppet Theater. It's mainly meant for kids, but anyone can go have a good time. I met the most amazing man there. He worked with Disney on their production of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Part of what was making me so nervous to make this video is, as amazing as this guy is, little hard to read his handwriting. No offense, I'm an artist as well. I believe it is Joe Santro, but if I'm wrong, I will correct it because I'm gonna try to find audio clips of his name up here. So I am so sorry if I got your name wrong, Joe. But Joe worked with Disney on their production of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You can see some pictures of us here. He built this little, almost kind of looks like a miniature Pee-wee's Playhouse. Everything is something to play with. There's all these buttons, there's all these lights, there's all these toys, there's all these puppets. And he does puppet shows in West Virginia, and I thought it was incredible. Unfortunately, my brother and I were the only ones there, but I think that's down to 2 main factors. There's no parking, and the place really can't hold a whole lot of people. He wanted to expand the main area, but was told no by the construction company or whoever it was. They said it'd be a little dangerous to break down the wall that he wanted to make it bigger. So, it's a small space, but it's a space with unlimited wonder. And if you're ever in West Virginia on the Saturdays where they're hosting shows, I'm going to post a link in the description for their website. You have got to go check out Wonderment Puppet Theater. I'm only showing little clips here and there, but I'm planning on making a full video of what it's actually like. We watched Peter Rabbit, which was fantastic, by the way. Oh, Bert's Boom. I never listened to Mama. It was just so great. Joe is an amazing man. His assistant, or his partner, I guess, I don't want to give you an ill title. Whoever you are awesome too. Watch him clip clapping the lights real quick. Watch this.
Isn't that cool?
I can't wait to go back. I got Joe's email, and I'm really hoping to work with him on some stuff in the future. He makes some comics, I make some comics. He makes art, I make art, and I'd love to just kind of work with him if I can. And I'm going to send him this video as well as the actual video that I make of Wonderment Puppet Theater because it was fantastic. That is going to be what takes priority. First is my Wonderment Puppet Theater video, and then that's going to be a long one. And then I'm going to make my Voltage Wrestling video. And then after my brother and I went to Wonderment Puppet Theater, here is another big one. We got to go to a different wrestling show, also in West Virginia, called World Domination Wrestling Alliance. And it was awesome. That is where I got to make this sign and where I got to meet Ty Awesome, Ty Awesome, Ty Awesome, Ty Awesome, and Sam Thompson. Pretty always wins, baby. And his girlfriend, Valerie Vernon, I didn't even realize until towards the end of the show. Me and my brother actually saw her roughly 4 months ago at Voltage Wrestling, and she was so nervous during that first match. It was her first ever match at Voltage. You could tell how nervous she was. She was basically trying to like cover up almost. Like, I'm not quite sure if I want you to see me, but my goodness, what a difference 4 months has made for Miss Vernon. Because now she can command a crowd, she can smack talk the children, and she looks absolutely incredible. I'm not sure if Sam and Valerie have a tag team name yet, but if not, Pretty in Pink should definitely be something along the lines of what you do. You guys are amazing, and Sam is currently one of the characters in my trading card game. So is Ty Awesome. Eventually Valerie will be there. And I also was able to talk to the promoter of that show. Everybody there liked my signs as well. I'm tired of being stuck in the house. I am in a lot of pain. The other day, I was actually scared I was going to be in my wheelchair again because I lost the feeling in my legs and I fell, and the feeling in my back, it feels like someone is tearing the rib cage and the spine out of my back. It was just pulling me out. My caregiver was like, "What do you want me to do? Can I pick you up?" And I said, "You can't pick me up. I can't feel anything." I just had to work my strength back up and try to get back up. And things like this happen a lot. Things are really tough for me. That's part of why I don't film all the time. It's part of why I don't go out all the time. But whenever I'm around people and in my element, I can do some incredible things. It sucks to struggle, but this is really important. I want you all to hear me. When we struggle, that is whenever we need the most help. And although a lot of us don't turn to God anymore like we should, whenever we struggle, we prove how much we need God. And if we're super happy in our lives and everything's going kick-ass and great, and we're not struggling, then a lot of times we as human beings put God on a shelf like we have for far too long. Jesus is such an amazing and incredible part of the universe because he basically is the universe. We wouldn't have anything without him. And I think that struggling is necessary for us to be able to draw close to the Lord. What do you think? Do you agree with your daddy? So Snorfs and Snorfers, be on the lookout for my videos of Wonderment Puppet Theater, Voltage Wrestling, World Domination Wrestling Alliance, and more. Luke McCarran, I love you, brother. So happy to see you. And Joe, seriously, such a great guy. I wish you success. I also got a couple of ideas for what I think you can do. Because when me and my brother were walking around West Virginia, we saw a few places that you were close to that I think would really benefit from having you around. So I will see you Snorfs and Snorfers around. Stay healthy. Draw closer to the Lord. It's okay to struggle. Don't give up like I often want to do. And this trading card game has a lot of potential. I really, really want to work on it. I really want to work with you guys. I want everyone to be involved in this little Snorf community. A whole community of Snorfs and Snorfers. Snorfing around, wrestling around. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, China, for being so good and photogenic. She is gorgeous, isn't she? And I will see you Snorfs and Snorfers later.